Hey, welcome to Dejuan's Aerial Quad channel. It is a Sunday afternoon here in Festus, Missouri. I'm at West City Park, and it's very windy. The sustained wind is around 20, and the gusts are getting over 30. I'll put a screenshot up here of the drone cast, whichever app, I think it was Dronecast that I used for that. But yeah, very windy. So I thought it'd be a good time to show off the 3 drones I've got in the fleet and compare their abilities to buck the wind. So up first, we got old reliable, the Mini 4K. And on the other 2 drones, the pros, they've got, there we got our first strong wind warning. They've got their waypoint route here around the park. Now this one can't do waypoint missions, so I can kind of do it manually. All right, now I'm getting a buzz. Is that, oh, there, yeah, you can see some wind for sure. Is the buzz, oh, I don't need a gas mask. Is the buzz because of the strong wind warning? It seems like it may have been. Interesting. So let's turn the drone, give it a 180. Yeah, it's getting slapped around up there. All right, so this will be our baseline. I mean, we would naturally expect this to be the worst performer of the 3 in the wind. So that comes as no great shock. But we'll follow the path here. There's this nice mile loop in West City Park. The lighter pavement, that's been there for many years. The black pavement, that's a walking path they put next to it, and then it cuts a bit of a different trail. That's just been there for a couple of years, but boy, people sure do love walking out here. It's a nice day, although today, crazy wind. Temperature-wise, it's about 60, but by tonight, it's going to be down into the high 20s. So, classic Missouri March behavior. Very wild temperature swings. Especially here in 2026, it seems wilder than usual. But, I mean, getting knocked around, of course. But it's holding well. So it looks like the pond is pretty high. It's risk getting a little lower. I'm not set up where I usually set up, so I'm at a lower elevation. I'm over that direction, kind of down a bit of a hill. We'll explore a little bit over there later. It's part of the creek we've looked at before, but I haven't flown down to the creek very much, but where I'm set up today, I can. So we'll try a little bit of that with all 3 of the birds. Still showing strong wind warning. Let's gain some elevation. And I guess I'll keep all 3 cameras in auto settings today. I don't need anything fancy. It's overcast. It's not a highly beautiful day or anything. So no pressure to get the most beautiful possible video. As always, thanks to Dead Armadillo Sounds for the music we get to enjoy here. Boy, look at that camera. I'm in normal mode, and I'm struggling to get, higher. Well, now it's moving a little bit better, but 15, 16. Okay. So yeah, gusts are crazy. Those 30-mile-an-hour gusts are really not good for a little guy like this. Not great for any of them, but certainly not for this one. So I'm gonna go not over the road, but over the creek here, and set down and hover a little bit lower to the water. Stay well away from the power lines. See if we can get a reflection today in the well, the water might not be too choppy. Not as much as the wind might make you think. Yeah, we got a reflection. Alrighty. So we got 4K 30. Of course, we're going full power camera settings here for the 4K. And let's just follow the creek a bit. It's an open enough part of the creek that I'm not worried about trees or anything like that. Always kind of fun to fly below the altitude we took off at. We've got this these base of the old bridge, and I don't remember there ever being a bridge. I'm not old enough, but we'll explore those a little bit closer with one of the other drones later. Make sure we're not going to rise up into some trees. Let's push on up out of here. Very good. Alrighty, so we're at 50% on the old 4K here. And for the money, if you can find one of these, I say it regularly, it's hard to beat. I think my next purchase probably won't be a DJI. I'll probably try to go Autel or something else. I think Autel's the closest to American you can really get. Okay, last thing I want to do is figure out the wind direction and then see just exactly what's going on. Does this tell me direction? It says it's going north. Let me go to this one. I trust this one more. All right, so it's going northeast. Okay, so it's saying going northeast. So let's try 2 experiments. Sport
Obstacle
mode.
sensing unavailable. Fly with caution.
You're very loud. I'm gonna point northeast, throw it in sport mode, see what happens with our speed. This one should hit like low mid 30s, if I remember right. And it sure does. Okay, 35. 36. 36 might be about the limit on the 4K. Alrighty, and then let's in reverse that, go straight southwest, and it immediately it throws the gimbal down, so it's getting slapped around. I'm holding the stick straight forward. I'm not pointing to the right at all, and it is getting pushed to the right. So let me adjust my attack angle here a bit. It's getting pushed that way. I'm still got a bit of a crosswind, so that should be about it. So yeah, I can get about 20 is where I'm maxing out here, pointing it into the wind. All right, well, that's, not actually too bad, all things considered. So Mini 4K, not great. If it was windier, I would maybe worry about being able to get it back. But as is, not bad. So, get a nice sideways view of the park here. Throw it back in normal mode, and then I'm going to bring it in. And next up is going to be the 4 Pro. Okay, hopefully I put a nice cheesy transition in there. That would be nice. We'll see what I come up with. But here we are on the Mini 4 Pro, and let's go ahead and first thing start the waypoint mission. So that should be in here, and I haven't named them on this controller. This is actually the RC that came with the Mini 5. but I didn't move it. What's the word I'm looking for? I didn't, when I finally managed to get all the waypoint missions transferred over, I didn't get them named clearly. And there's our first strong wind warning there. That should be about the right spot, and I think it's lower altitude. I don't remember exactly what the altitude was set at for this mission. We'll see where it descends to. Look out below. I'm maybe 10, 15 feet lower than my original location for doing this mission, so shouldn't be crazy. Yeah, 200 feet will be golden as far as staying above tree line and whatnot. It's kind of funny. I know it's just built into the software, like just the DJI Fly app probably, but on the 4 Pro it was saying when I went to sport mode, obstacle detection unavailable, whatever. It doesn't have obstacle detection. It's always unavailable on the 4K, but alas. Let's mess with the camera a little bit. This isn't a camera video, this is a wind video. So low ISO. What's the shutter speed we can get to that looks ridiculous? Getting pretty ridiculous. Oh no. Yeah, so we'll put that back to auto wherever it recommended. 1,000. Yeah, no filters or anything, of course. I don't own any filters for the 4 Pro. So we'll just let it be, let it do its thing in auto. Now, this mission I don't know about. The mission where I hit a couple of water towers, and I'm working on some long-term projects with that particular waypoint flight. But that one, the 5 Pro finishes the route a lot faster than the 4 Pro does. And they're set to the same speed in the global settings. So I don't know why exactly. Clearly it's more powerful. It should win this showcase. This really isn't a competition. It's just kind of more of a explanation, demonstration, but it's interesting still. Doesn't seem that one should be that much more powerful on that mission that's supposed to be identical. Now, if you set the top speed at like 36 miles an hour, the 5 Pro is going to do better. Even on a day like this, it'll do better. But this is a 10 mile an hour mission, so it's a mystery. But it is nice going from the 4K up to the 4 Pro. The RC2 screen, at least, on what's my view right now, just looks better. It looks better than the other one. Some folks and some puppy dogs walking past me here. Some folks without some puppy dogs. Yeah, people are enjoying the park today while they can. They're not going to be as many out here enjoying it when it's 30 degrees tomorrow. But I've got myself some new projects. My Walmart brand lawnmower. Oh, look at it go. 5-6 mile an hour. Yeah, it's definitely getting knocked around, slowed down up there. There's our strong wind warning again. But my Walmart brand lawnmower I bought 8 years ago finally shot craps at the end of the season last year. I was able to limp it along. Not the motor, It's got a Briggs & Stratton in there, made in America. Great motor, but the frame is actually what gave out. The back left wheel, metal is broken enough that I can't fix it even temporarily to get it to stay at any particular height. It'll just bottom out all the way. So if I set the other 3 wheels to go as low as possible, which I don't like to do that to my yard, I like to let my grass, default a little bit taller than that. Even if I did that, it still doesn't look right, and it's no good. So I bought the exact same mower here 8 years later, and hopefully it's got 8 years in it. That'd be great. I don't mind replacing that mower every 8 years. But so here's the thing: maintenance. I was kind of testing the motor on that old mower. It's an American-made Briggs, quality brand. I never changed the oil, and I never sharpened the blade in 8 years. I did give it a little bit of seafoam. I did a little bit of seafoam a few times, but I never did anything else. And it held up. And the motor was not the thing that gave up. Alright, cancel that return to home. We've run our waypoint. Oh yeah, sure, save it, why not? I didn't change anything. There's nothing to save. I don't know who I'm whispering to. But we'll just see now what the 4 Pro has for us speed-wise. So pop it up in the 300s. And sport mode, this one's similar. Sport mode, top speed. It was kind of more south-southwest was the actual direction last time. Also, notice the battery. This is not a plus battery. This is one of the standard capacity batteries. So that might contribute a bit. Of course, I don't have plus batteries for the 4K either. So hard to say exactly what's going on here. But yeah, 12. This is doing worse than the 4K did. To be fair, the thermal cycles, we might be in a faster part of the cycle right now than the 4K was flying in. If you're unfamiliar, depends on the day and the temperature and the wind speed and everything, but it's usually every about 13 to 22 minutes, a cycle of thermal air, of different temperature air moves through, and the hot pushes the cold, or however that works. But it happens, and this might just be a windier moment. That's when there's more energy, more activity going on up there. All right, so now, yeah, I let it sit. I went back the other direction for a bit, and now we're getting 21. And this has, I think, about the same top speed as the 4K. So, and then right here, it's slowing down. There's something about the topography. That could be too. Though at 300 feet, it's less affected by topography. But looking at our battery remaining, probably ought to go ahead and bring this one in. And next up will be the big dog, the 5 Pro. Alrighty, and here we are with the big one, the Mini 5 Pro. And again, this is my original RC, so it still has the named waypoint route here for West City Park. So we'll send it off to work straight away. Now, I've mentioned before, and I just noticed again and laughed, taking off from either of the 4s compared to the 5, this thing just shoots straight up. It is so much faster. It is kind of fun. So we'll see how it does against the wind here a little later. Now the 4 Pro ended up taking something like 5.5 minutes to finish this waypoint mission. Let's see what the estimate will be here. 454. And I think that's, or 45, okay. But I think that's about what the estimate was on the 4 Pro also. So we'll see what it actually ends up doing. But this is a fun little experiment to run today. It's not raining and there's crazy wind. All the ingredients you need. So with the 4 Pro, the battery was not that much. I didn't really get to do much exploring here on the creek. With the 5 Pro, that should not be an issue. I always like to get, you know, a couple of shorts filmed or something like that. And when I've got a nice creek here that I can get down into pretty well, that helps. So I'll probably do that after we stop the main video here. But lots of fun with the beast, the tank, the big dog, the Mini 5 Pro. It's so far doing better at holding at least 10. I think the 4 Pro is tending to be in the 9s most of the time. Should be 10.3 as the global speed. Pretty sure I already mentioned, but thanks to Dead Armadillo Sounds for the tunes. The Mini 4K screen recording is from just, the phone, which means the audio is also just from the phone. So the 4 and 5 Pros are on the RC Minis, or Mic Mini, rather. I got so much DJI stuff, I forget. But yeah, I am not seriously at the moment. I don't need a 4th drone right now. But for the next one, Autel, maybe Sky Rover, I don't know. I lean Autel, or if another more American company pops up, just because I'd like to, buy American where I can. And on the other hand, like Sky Rover, or what's the other one? Potensic, and there's a popular Mini 4K clone. Or it was popular, and then it's kind of went away, and I think it came back. I don't know, Marcus talks about it, or has done a few videos about it on Idaho Quadcopter. But maybe that one, if I can find one. I don't want to buy like a, full-on like 5 Pro level, much less 5 Pro price level for something else. If I get a 4th one, it'll be more of a fun one. A little one. But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking for that. And no real hard timeline on it either. So yeah, it's actually shaving time off. We're 4:52 now. After this, I'm going to go down to I'm going to do the speed test. This one gets up to like 42, 44. So see what it can do. And then I'm going to come look at these columns and get down to the creek. See where else the wind takes us. It's claiming 34 more minutes of flight time. We know that the 5 Pro certainly has the battery advantage. Plus batteries. I don't have any of the standard capacity. I think 5 Pro has standard capacity. I don't know, because it's over 250 as is. So I don't know if they're even sold regular batteries. Not much sense in buying them, in my opinion.
Return to home.
I just added a couple seconds there at the end to clean things up. But Not bad. Certainly held it at a steady speed, the best of the three. All right, let's go out here. I don't remember exactly where we were. Yeah, it's definitely getting punched right now. Look at that. I was struggling at 8 for a moment. And here just listening, looking at trees around here on the car. Yeah, there's something going on up there for sure.
Obstacle
Let's
sensing
get some altitude.
Fly with caution.
Yeah, look at that thing go up. That's crazy. Yeah, so the gimbal is holding steady very well, but look at the compass. That tells me the body of the drone's getting knocked around pretty good. Let's try it. Straight line, into the wind. Ooh, there's some particularly strong gusts right now. 22. Yeah, this might be an unfair moment to test this feature. It's really getting punched around right now. Alright, tell you what, let's go the opposite. Let it hit its top speed here. $42, $42.5. And drastic difference. Let it hover a bit. Taking the beautiful March West City Park. What's that? Interesting. Now let's try this again. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I had the thing set to the controller. So it's saying that the controller is the one that's radically changing directions constantly. That seems backwards, but whatever. 11. Yeah, this is doing the worst of them all so far. Maybe if we get a little farther on up the terrain, it'll be better. We'll see. Or maybe it'll do worse. 7? It was in the 6s? Kind of wonder what one of the powerhouses, like a Mavic, how that would be handling the wind. I mean, the footage looks great. The footage is not affected. That gimbal is putting in work. But just trying to get the drone to fly at a reasonable pace. Here, last time it was out, it had a filter. What was the pro setting? Ooh, it's amazing what an ND32 does. We're up to 17. Golly. That's wild. I got a lot of videos in the can right now. I'm upload scheduled all the way up through April. I just recorded 4 or 5 videos the other day between Missouri and Illinois. I'm thinking I'm just going to wait and release all those on a weekly basis, kind of as a little mini-series. Let's go look at the bridge thing here. What if I kind of reset sport mode? Will I wake it up a bit? I don't know if that worked, or if it just the wind worked out better, but it's sure going faster now. But yeah, maybe make that like its own little mini-series. This will be a standalone, but it can go into the 3 drones playlist, so that'd be nice. I don't have anything in that playlist except the one video. Woohoo! Yeah, still getting punched pretty good. Alright, let's bring it down here over the water. Let's have a bit of a look here. Alright, I'm looking at it from the car. So, very interesting to see in person. Hopefully interesting to see here on the footage. But this old bridge base has trees growing out the top of it. So whatever mortar they used is capable of sustaining life. Now, what do the root systems look like in these little trees? They got to be pretty crazy. As windy as it is, I don't want to get any closer than that. But that has been a thing I've always been amused by, looking out at that and seeing trees. I can't get as close to this. There's some ducks, we can bother them. What's up, duck? Oh, howdy. Yeah, we are getting knocked all around right now. It's an altitude again. That makes for riveting flight footage, I know. This old fella and that pup, but yeah, I just missed it. The leaves were going crazy blowing around here, all around me. So maybe this is a good moment to try to point it back into the wind and see. Maybe it's a terrible moment. 6? 5? Good golly. Look at that. Yeah, it means business today.
Obstacle sensing unavailable. Fly with caution.
Yeah, okay. I think this is unfair, just based off the wind I'm seeing around me. Let me see what it looks like here on Dronecast. Is it saying it's faster? Still saying 19. Now it's saying gusts are 2 miles an hour faster. Okay. Well, that feels kind of indefinite. I feel like it was a real definitive test here. Let's give it one more go here. Let's go to full 400.
Max altitude reached.
Best chance we can give it. Head a ways down the field here. 40. Yeah, we're going full speed with the wind, of course. I'm sure it has no effect, but it felt like it sort of reset sport mode by switching it off and on again, so we'll try it just for giggles, but I don't think it's going to do anything. Yeah, 13, 14, 13, 14, 15. Now, this isn't a fair apples-to-apples test because I don't have all three in the air at the exact same time. I'm not going to do that. Doing that from, like, a location that's simpler than sitting in your car at the park was one thing. And it was crazy. And there was, no wind that day. So I'm not going to be doing all three of them at the same time. I would like to do that again. This just isn't the day for it. So, results today feel indefinitive. But, life's funny sometimes. And the Stones once said, you can't always get what you want. And they were right. So, today's one of those times. I'm gonna go film some shorts and call it a day. Thanks for watching DJI's Aerial Quad channel, and I do hope I see you next time.